This is the Horse Radio Network.
This is episode 1221 of Horse Tip Daily, your almost everyday morsel of helpful hints, useful facts, and practical techniques for horse folks. Brought to you today by EquestrianCollections.com. Greetings, horse people. Coach Jen here, and thanks for tuning in to Horse Tip Daily. Today's tip features Omega Alpha's chief formulator, Dr. Gordon Chang, and Hit 'em co-host Jamie Jennings with the best practices to optimize your horse's health. And we'll get right to today's tip after this from EquestrianCollections.com. When you need to resupply, replace, update, or invest in the stuff that makes your horse life possible, stop by EquestrianCollections.com first. Browse through some 7,000 boot choices from great brands like Ariat, Boggs, Mountain Horse, Ovation, Smoky Mountain, and more. Outfit yourself in the latest and the greatest. And don't forget your horse. EquestrianCollections.com offers some 400 blankets, sheets, and coolers from Buckus, Amigo, and Rambo by Horseware, Hug, Kensington, Triple Crown Custom, and Weatherbeeta, just to name a few. Your horse will be warm and dry and stylish this winter. Not sure what type of saddle pad you want? Well, go to Equestrian Collections because they have over 600 different choices. No matter whether you ride English, Western, or bareback around the backyard, EquestrianCollections.com has the most amazing selection of brand name products you are going to find anywhere. So stop by today, EquestrianCollections.com.
That's the same thing. Well, Dr. Chang, I feel like we just talked to you, and it was before Christmas that we did have you on, and we were talking about getting your horse's immune system boosted. And today we're going to talk a little bit more about kind of setting some protocols to just optimize your horse's health in general. Am I correct there?
Yes, I believe that's what we're talking about today. Now, what I was going to say, that there is no, it has to be integrated into overall health care of your horse. Right. All these protocols that we talk about, I can talk a lot about the different vitamins and so on, which horses always need, especially competition horses, all right? Minerals, they need that. But also something as simple as making sure your horse has a lot of hay in the night so that he has gut fill, so that in the morning when you come in, there's hay still around. So that means he didn't chomp through all the hay at night. Now, why that is important is because the horses are very prone to ulcers. And the nice thing about gut fill is that it's a natural way of keeping the pH low, so it controls the acid production in the stomach. It controls acids in the stomach, right? So it helps prevent ulcers. Gut fill does, right? So that, in conjunction with our GastroFX, is a wonderful way of maintaining gut health, right? Simple thing. Yeah,
talking about like gut health, like with people, they talk about, like you see the commercials where the probiotics are so important in maintaining gut health, and people like kind of makes everything work better. Do you feel like that with horses too? Is that kind of like the foundation of equine health?
I would like to say yes, but it's not the only thing we think about, because let's face it, if you can be healthy in the gut as cows come home, etc. But let's say you have a horse that banged its knee up, or a horse that's getting older, so you don't look after the joints properly, right? All the probiotics in the world isn't going to help the joint. Right.
Well,
it's not going to help the joint heal or anything like that. So again, it depends on if you have a horse that's stabled indoors all the time because of the winter, right? And it's moldy indoors because of the winter. Nobody wants to open up their stables because it's cold, right? So next thing you know, it's ideal place for mold to grow. And then if you have horses running around inside, and as it kicks up the dirt, right, all that can cause breathing issues a little bit later, right? So you have all those issues to deal with. So fresh air, a lot of that, you know. I know a lot of people like to keep their horses indoors, and competition horses especially. And I know why they do it. It's just because if you put them outdoors, they'll grow a nice they'll grow a nice coat of hair, and competition-wise, you got to trim that, right? So a lot of people keep them indoors and keep them warmer, so it inhibits the hair growth, right?
Right.
But sometimes it's just too cold to be outside to exercise your horse anyway.
Well, sometimes we got to do it.
We're having one of those days here in Toronto, as you speak. With the wind chill, I think we're hitting like minus 23. And that's centigrade, not Fahrenheit.
Well, it's minus anything is cold. I don't care where you are. So, Dr. Chang, you talked about the GastroFX. What does that product do to help the gut?
Well, one of the things is that there are components in there that actually help the healing of the gut, but there's also things in there that help maintain gut health, because even though you have a horse that, let's say your horse right now does not have ulcers, a horse can get ulcers very quickly. And one of the things is ulcer prevention. And GastroFX is one of those things that will help with ulcer prevention. Right.
Okay.
We also recommend GastroFX for during competition, just before you bridle a horse. If you give the horse like 60 cc's of GastroFX or 15 minutes before you bridle him, you'll have a very different horse during the actual competition. And the reason for that is because if your horse has an irritated stomach or anything like that, as soon as you put that bridle in the mouth, it produces a lot of acid. And as soon as those acid hits that irritated section of the stomach, the horse is in pain. He's not comfortable, so he's not likely to comply with any of your commands. So this way, if you soothe that before it starts, everything works well.
Oh, is that why my horse won't comply with my commands? This whole years.
I don't know that's the only reason.
I think maybe you're being in Arizona. Maybe you have a horse that only speaks Spanish. Who knows?
Oh my gosh, it's so true. So we've got the GastroFX. What is another kind of building block for optimizing the horse's health?
I would say always maintain proper nutrition. So things like Vantiox, which is the vitamin C, vitamin E, right? Zinc and silicon in there. That's also a very good product to maintain gut health. I mean, not gut health, but maintain overall health, right? Then you have things like our Minerac product, which has a lot of different minerals and also a lot of B vitamins, etc., which is very important for maintaining the overall health of your horse, right? And we spoke about immune health last show, but that in the winter months especially, that's a very good thing to do, right, to maintain health. And last but not least, I always talk a little bit about detoxification, just because if your organs are detoxified, they work better. If they work better, everything, your overall health of your horse is better.
Right. Now, the Minerac product, I got to tell you, I swear by it, because I was able to give that to Thor. When I first got him, he's just a stringy looking Mustang, and I started giving him the Minerac. I'm not kidding you, Doc. I could see my reflection in that horse's coat. I don't know what vitamins you put in there. It just, every single part of him, his eyes got clearer, his hair got better, his hooves are amazing, but it just really, really made a big difference in him. So I definitely have used the Minerac and highly recommend it, as far as people take vitamins. Why shouldn't our horses take a vitamin?
Yeah. Well, one thing I'll say, it's great that you have results like that, but it is one component of your overall treatment of your horse, because I know you probably fed him a lot of good grain or a lot of good grass, right? When you first got him, so that helped him fill out. You also looked after his health overall. You probably did a detox. So all those things combined produce the horse that you have today. right? But it's a component of. It's like when people say to me, "Oh, I take a multivite every day, and look at me, look how healthy I am." Well, you know what? If you didn't exercise, right, all the multivites in the world isn't going to help you that much. If you didn't eat right, all the vitamins in the world isn't going to help you, right?
Well, wouldn't that be nice?
Component of.
The magic healthy pill. You just take it and you're like in shape and your health is good.
If Dr. Chang had invented that, he would not be talking to us right now.
Of course I would be talking to you guys. I love talking to you guys.
Yeah, but you'd be on a beach. You wouldn't be in Canada. You'd be on a beach in the Caribbean.
Well, Dr. Chang, as always, it is just an absolute pleasure to have you on and to get your knowledge shared with us. So basically, make it your New Year's resolution, people, to really look into the different avenues of your horse. Like, is he getting enough exercise? How's the diet? How's the weather? How is the air? How is pretty much all of these things to really optimize your horse's health.
And clean water. Never forget clean water. Lots of it. Copious amounts of clean water.
God, I hate scrubbing buckets in the winter.
Yeah,
it's just cold. It's awful.
And then there's all those people up where Dr. Chang lives where they have to break the ice out of the buckets.
That's right. It's better to scrub than break ice. I'll tell you that.
True.
I'll take scrubbing over breaking ice any day.
That is true.
Good point. Okay, well, fine. I'll go scrub today. Oh, Dr. Chang, thank you so much. You are doing an equine webinar. Omega Alpha is committed to helping you learn more about their equine products by offering free teleseminars or web classrooms. They're held the last Monday of the month at 9 a.m. and 7 p.m. Eastern. The next webinar is January 25th. It's on these protocols to optimize equine health. There is a question and answer after the webinar. You can register. Call 1-800-651-3172. 1-800-651-3172 and ask for Joanne to get your web classroom address and entry code, or you can go to the Omega Alpha website for all the information that you need to sign up. It's at omegaalphaequine.com.
Well, there you have it. You can find links to today's guests as well as lots more tips at horsetipdaily.com. Make sure to have all of your favorite Horse Radio Network shows with you wherever you go by downloading the free, that's right, free Horse Radio Network app for iPhone or Android. Just go to your app store and search Horse Radio Network, or you can subscribe via iTunes. This podcast was made possible through the generous support of EquestrianCollections.com and listeners like you. This is Coach Jen, and I'll be back again soon with another tip. So until then, go ride your horse. The Horse Radio Network and the Horse Radio Network hosts are not responsible for statements of guests or their opinions. Use your own judgment when listening to the tips provided by the experts on Horse Tip Daily.